Flogier's Sage Intacct connector enables organizations to integrate with Sage Intacct without writing any code. The connector supports all interaction with all available modules, so it can be used to create or query master or transactional data. Let's look at how to use the connector. We'll build a simple workflow that integrates orders out of Salesforce and pushes them into Sage Intacct as invoices. I've pre-created a simple workflow that obtains opportunities out of Salesforce, and we will turn these into invoices inside Sage Intacct. There are two stages. First, it queries the opportunities, then it uses a for each to iterate through each of them individually. There's only one opportunity in scope, so when I query it, I get one record back out of Salesforce, and for each fires once, providing me the opportunity that it emits. If I drill into that opportunity, this is a tabular representation of what it looks like. Next, I'll go and add an Intacct connector to the design. I can pre-select a connection, and then I'll go into the Choose Sample area to find an example of how to create an order interaction. Now what I need to do is map the data from this stage over here out of Salesforce into Sage Intacct. And to do that, I'll add a component called QuickMap. We'll connect execution flows along the top here that show Flogier how to run this workflow, typically from left to right. But what we'll also do is plug in data flows that show Flogier which data needs to get plugged in between stages. So the output from the for each gets plugged into QuickMap, and the result from QuickMap gets plugged into Sage Intacct. Then we're ready to go and set up the mapping. So I'll click on the Change View label. First we'll map records at the top to request, which is our new order. Then we'll map ID to reference no. We need a date for this order, so I'll map the close date into the individual date fields. And using QuickMap functions which behave like Excel, I can pull out the specific date elements that I need. We need a document number, which we'll get from this custom order number field over here. And finally, we want to map the amount over here into the price field on the line that we will create. We now have a simple but complete order mapping. Back on the design, I can test the workflow again. And when we drill into the result coming out of Sage Intacct, we can see that it successfully created a sales invoice for us.